Now, I'm not usually someone who remembers anniversaries or birthdays all that well, sorry friends, but World Hummus Day, now that is a day I can get on board with because I'm making my miso hummus because me so hungry. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is kind of a half of a shortcut. You can make hummus the proper way, which is to use dried chickpeas. Ambal, you have a lot to say about hummus, don't you? She likes hummus too. Yes. Anyway, so this is half a shortcut because it kind of fuses the traditional style and the shortcut, convenient way. So traditionally, you can make hummus from dried chickpeas, which you have to soak overnight, and then you have to boil them until they're really soft, but that takes a long time, and if you're in a snack emergency, it kind of doesn't really do the thing. Otherwise, you can drain a can of chickpeas and then blend the hummus from that, but I find that a little bit grainy, just kind of unsatisfying, so this is halfway in between those methods. And basically, instead of soaking dried chickpeas, I drained a can of chickpeas, but we're also gonna cook them. So we're gonna cook them for about 45 minutes to an hour until they're really, really nice and soft. Chickpeas, you like? Because I have a little bit of Japanese flavor in this recipe, I'm cooking it in dashi stock. While the chickpeas become luscious and soft, we're gonna make the tahini sauce, and that happens partly in a blender. This is 1 head's worth of garlic cloves that are peeled. That's a lot of garlic, but it's a lot of flavor. I'm getting a strainer because I'm gonna juice 4 lemons directly into the blender. Now we blend this up. Blending the garlic in the lemon juice actually helps to reduce that really sharp, raw garlic taste, so this is a good first step. Now we're gonna make the complete tahini sauce, mixing bowl and a whisk, and pour this out. Now we empty an entire jar, this is about 300 grams of tahini straight into the bowl with the garlic and the lemon. Now I just whisk the garlic and lemon paste and the tahini together. And soon enough you'll see that the more you whisk, the more you mix, the harder and the stiffer tahini gets. So you're really earning your snack time. Okay, as it gets really hard to stir, you can add some water, just bit by bit, just to loosen it. When it stays just about this runny, even after some prolonged whisking, then you're there. This is the tahini sauce that you're looking for. If you're looking for a really solid tahini sauce recipe, you could totally stop here, add some salt and you're good to go. But since we're making miso hummus, I'm gonna set this aside while the chickpeas cook until they're really nice and soft. The chickpeas are cooked, they're nice and soft, sitting in their dashi scented broth. Ooh. So while they're still warm, we're gonna blend them up. Cover it up. But I'm not gonna cover this whole, I'll just put a towel over it because it's still really hot, so the steam needs somewhere to go. You'll probably have to adjust the hummus in the blender, just push it down, and if it's looking too thick and the blender isn't running, then just add a little bit more of the cooking water. Now just scrape this chickpea paste into a bowl. Now around 300 ml of the tahini sauce we made earlier goes in. And with the remainder of the tahini sauce, you can make a really nice sesame dressing for a cold noodle salad. Now I'm gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of miso paste. I'm using white miso, which is nice and mild, but still a little bit funky. Now just stir everything together. I know beige isn't generally considered a very attractive color, but I think when it comes to this beautiful silky hummus, it's practically sexy. Just look at that. I'm just gonna give it a taste. Ooh, that's right. I love the hint of miso at the back of your mouth. It's nice and funky. It has a slightly fermented taste and that hint of salt. I'm just gonna add a touch more salt just to bring out the flavor. And at this point, you can season with more lemon juice if you want, or you can go crazy, add some spices, whatever you're feeling like. I'm gonna top off the hummus with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and just one little packet of furikake. And there it is, snack magic. Now, if you'll excuse me, because who must eat the hummus now? I must.